Alright, Diablo 4 players, very important information and times for the expansion and what to expect. So, for starters, there's actually a couple things that actually surprised me, which was the actual launch date. So, what's interesting is we are actually launching one day early if you are in these regions over here, basically on the left side, where you can see it's dropping October 7th, where normally a lot of people thought, like myself, it was going to be dropping October 8th at like 10 a.m. Well, it's going to be October 7th at 4 p.m., which is like a prime time, so I'm super excited about this release date, but those are the launch times. And by the way, you guys can actually download it right now if you are on Battle.net. Now, if you're on console, it's going to be on October 5th, you can actually download the game early. Now, this early download, by the way, is just going to be a pre-download. You will then have to wait for the actual launch. But at least this way, if you happen to have slower internet, you don't have to worry about like the file size being too big, and this is probably better for their servers anyways. But on top of that, there's actually other content to consume. Even if you aren't able to get the expansion, you still have new base game content for everyone. So let's go over those changes, because you may have some friends that are able to actually buy the expansion or whatever the case may be. So for starting right off, this is going to be for all players. So this includes people that have bought the expansion and have not. The new max level is going to be 60. There's a new difficulty system up to Torment 4. You can level up to 300 Paragon points, and there's a new Paragon system changes. Basically, you can get up to 5 glyphs now. You can't go infinite. Well, basically, you'd have whatever you had in terms of your Paragon points. And then as far as the item quality rework, they basically are scrunching the numbers down. You're going to get 2 additional character slots, which was actually a big surprise. There's a new class and skill passes for each class, so that's going to be available for everyone. Even if you don't buy the expansion, every single class has at least one new skill and several different passes. There's a new party finder feature, so that's going to be available for everyone. There's new seasonal content, which I can't go over yet, but by the way, guys, we did get access to the early access for the new expansion, and I will be able to drop that gameplay very, very soon. So if you're new here and you want to see early gameplay of endgame content, make sure you guys are subbed with the bell noty on. But there's going to be new seasonal content, and I'll give you guys gameplays and breakdowns of how all the new stuff works before it launches. And then on top of that, there's new season rewards, so you're going to be able to get, obviously, there's a new season. Now, if you do get the expansion, you're going to have this brand new region. It's actually quite large, but I'll have to go over that once it does actually launch. Obviously, you get the new class, you have the campaign, you have this region renown, and then you also get Runewords, Dark Citadel, Mercenaries, Kuras Undercity, and the Trading for Vessel of Hatred specific resources. There's going to be these newer resources, which again, I can't show you guys these now, but when the time comes, which is actually very soon, I'm going to be able to drop it earlier. And then on top of that, note that any characters which are level 51 above will be set to 50 at the start of this update, so it's going to reduce it, but then you're going to gain the extra skill points, because that's how it actually works. Now, there's also free bonus rewards for Diablo and Twitch. They're doing like a collab. Basically, you just watch people's streams, and you're going to get a bunch of free rewards. These are going to be the rewards. Now, they are kind of timed in between certain dates. Now, these other 2 rewards are going to be for the streamer collab that they are doing, and it does require you to actually sub. So there's going to be a lot of free rewards, but this one, the mount, requires you to actually do some gifted subs to the streamer of whatever choice. So basically, everyone should have this available, but this is, again, something that you would technically kind of have to pay for in a sense, but it goes to the streamer, so that's kind of cool. But there are other free rewards. Now, if you need to connect your Battle.net account to your Twitch account, because you have to do that, that's very important, and each week there is a separate drop. That's also something very important. Maybe you only play like the Druid. Well, you're gonna have to wait until the 4th week to get the drops that you want for your class. So there's a really good guide that someone made over on Reddit, and I'll link it down below also. It just goes over the full tutorial, and because I get asked this all the time when I'm streaming, hey, I didn't get my drops. Well, you have to make sure you connect your accounts. If your accounts aren't connected, it won't work. So for starters, week 1 is going to be the Sorceress and Necromancer drops. Then week 2 is going to be the Barbarian, then week 3 is Rogue, and then week 4 is going to be the Druid. And then again, these ones are for gifting, so you have to gift 4 subscriptions to get the Mount Armor and 2 subscriptions to get the Ghost of the Conquered Mount. So again, those are 2 different things that this you would technically, it's not necessarily pay to win. It doesn't, the horse, by the way, so always gets asked, does not go faster. Okay, the subscription horse is the exact same, it's just a skin. But I figured we'd go over that. Now, there is another free reward. Now, when you log into Diablo 4, you get to claim 3 new items from the in-game shop to celebrate the launch. So these are actually free over here. which is really cool. And then for those who managed to best the challenge, the first queries are riddled in the halls of the Dark Citadel, which is this new endgame raid system, which again, we'll drop your gameplay very soon of that. From October 8th to November 8th, if you manage to complete the Dark Citadel, you're going to earn a Reigns of the Longed-for Beast. Now, what is that? Well, it's a cat mount. It doesn't show you the picture, but there is another bonus reward that is timed. Okay, so these are very important times that you need to actually take into consideration. This was just another post over here. Now, I also wanted to use this to mention, because I didn't know if this was under NDA or not, but now that it's officially on the Twitter from Pez Radar over here. So you can download, like I said, you can download the game early right now for PC. Console, it's going to be on the 5th. But there is going to be an additional update that's going to be the day one version of the launch. So the version that I played for the review copy, basically the early copy, we didn't have everything available for us because there's going to be another patch. So there might be some slight differences in anyone's video via the previous one and the live one. But I want to say most of it's probably going to be some bug fixes and stability issues here. Now, there's another thing that I wanted to mention that was really important, because there's some drama around the community saying that like it's unfair for streamers to get obviously early access to the game, because this was something that was revealed, I think, like a week ago, because we've had it for a while, to be honest. But now, yeah, it's kind of out of the bag here. So anyways, someone was wondering if the people that are playing under the NDA that basically have the game early, are they going to keep their progression when it launches? And the answer is no. Basically, this is a separate version of the game, and he even tweeted and responded, said they didn't even get their progress. So basically, we had a separate account that had access to the newer forms of content on our other account. But nonetheless, this is actually very important, because some people were afraid, well, like, dude, if you give people like a week or a 2-week advantage in the game, isn't that going to mess up the market and everything? Basically, no, it's not going to do anything. And in fact, kind of sucks that I have to restart or back from level 1. Like, if I want to level up the Spirit Board again, it's going to be from level 1. So you do not have to worry about any of the content creators getting any advantage other than the knowledge. Now, most content creators will not be able to participate in any of the races anyways, because that would be unfair. But, you know, just letting you guys know, I'm not going to participate in any of the races, because it is definitely unfair, because I know everything in the game already. Next up, though, an important date over here is the October 4th. A lot of content creators, including myself, will be dropping brand new, like, we basically can do everything except for the campaign stuff on October 4th. Obviously, on the 7th, I'm going to drop the full entire campaign walkthrough, playthrough. That's when we can show off all the cinematics and everything. But on October 4th, we can show off pretty much the entirety of the game, minus the story campaign. And then on top of that, I just wanted to mention really quickly right here that if you guys did want to pick up the expansion, I can't give you guys my review now, but this is going to be your last chance. If you do want to try to get some of these cosmetic rewards, you can still obviously pre-order the game. It's still not, it's coming out very soon. If you guys do want to wait for like my video campaign review, I'll be dropping that as far as that goes. That is going to be spoiler free. However, the spoiler version, I would have to wait until the game launches anyway. So if you want the pre-orders, I can't really help you out with that, because it's a pre-order bonus that you're getting. And another thing that I want to mention lastly here is that there's going to be a pre-launch live stream happening tomorrow at 11 a.m., which we should be covering, and we're going to do like a kind of a co-live stream over here, just like we have done previously. But that's very important, and that's going to be at 11 a.m. PDT. So that's going to be important. They're going to be mentioning some of the newer changes that are going to be coming, and all of the content creators' feedback. Well, I'm excited to say some things are looking a lot better than the PTR version of the game. But that's going to wrap things up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and learned something new here, because I was actually really surprised by the launch date. I mean, it's a day early. It's a day earlier than I thought. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up. If you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys want to be up to date, make sure you guys sub with the bell noting on, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. If you have any questions, let me know. I can answer them. Peace out.